Today we will begin working on a different kind of an opinion piece. We're going to be writing a book report about our favorite book. And before we get started, I wanted to share with you one of my favorite books, The Three Little Pigs. And I know that we have read this story before, and there are lots of different versions of it. And I wanted just to kind of remind you of the story. And I think the last story that we read about the Three Little Pigs didn't have any illustrations, and this one does. So this is The Three Little Pigs. This one is rewritten by George Bridge. Hard work pays off. Just ask the Three Little Pigs. The Three Little Pigs built 3 different little houses. The oldest pig built his out of straw. The middle brother said, "Hey, big brother, I know that might be fast, but you may want to be careful because it's not built to last." The big brother just laughed. The youngest pig built his house out of sticks. The middle brother said, "Hey, little brother, I know that might be fast, but you may want to be careful because it's not built to last." The little brother just laughed. When the middle brother built his house, he built it out of bricks. His 2 brothers said, "Hey there, brother, I know that's built to last, but we sure are getting bored. Why can't you build it fast?" And the 2 brothers laughed and laughed and laughed. Later, a wolf came along and blew on their houses. He huffed and he puffed, and he blew the straw house down. He huffed and he puffed, and he blew the stick house down. And he huffed and he puffed, but the brick house would not come down. And the middle brother just laughed. With 2 of their houses gone, the brothers decided to move in together in the brick house. They all said, I guess hard work pays off." And then they laughed and laughed and laughed. All right, so this book and all of these other fairy tales, folk tales can be found on getepic.com if you're interested in heading over there to find the book that you're looking for. That might be a good place to look for your book report book. Now, we are going to pre-write today, and we are going to do a web, and in the middle of your web will be the name of your book. So mine is The Three Little Pigs. And then in each part of your web, you are going to list a reason why you like that book. Now, one of the reasons why I like, oops, did I spell little wrong? I've got a little line over there that says I did. I forgot the L in little. There it goes. All right. So one of the reasons that I like the Three Little Pigs book that I just read you so much is the use of the speech bubbles. Did you see that? Let me turn back and show you what I mean. These are the speech bubbles, and the speech bubbles tell you what the character is saying. And I kind of like the way they use the speech bubbles in this one. So I like the use of speech bubbles to show what the characters are saying. I'm out of room in my box here, right? I like the use of speech bubbles to show what the characters are saying. All right. So that's one of the reasons why I like this story. Another reason that I like this story is the character of that middle brother. I like him because he builds his house out of bricks. So I like the middle brother because he is so smart. I like a smart character in my stories. And my goodness, I've got a lot of issues with spelling today because he is so smart. All right. Another reason why I like this story so much is the kind of story that it is. I enjoy, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to misspell, fairy tales and folk tales. And this is a folk tale because it teaches us a lesson at the end. And that is another reason why, there we go. And that's another reason why I like this story so much. Is it teaches us a lesson. All right? It teaches a lesson that hard work pays. All right. So those are my reasons why I like this book and I chose it as one of my favorite stories. I don't think I could ever pick just one favorite book, but this is one of my favorites. So now your job is going to be to look for your favorite book and to provide reasons, try to give four, why it is your favorite. And that'll be your pre-write today for the beginning of your book report.